Right, 8 June 2020, and today I want to give you an update on a very interesting case where there was drama today when the High Court in Zimbabwe ruled that the MDC alliance is a political party. So this was not in the introduction, this was not inside, it was in the judgment. So I want to take you through this very interesting judgment. This judge is very, very good. I read through the entire judgment and his reasoning is so good. His points are so clear. I almost felt like I wanted to become a lawyer. So let us look at this judgment. The MDC Alliance is a political party. This is the third judgment in recent times that deals with the issue. And two judgments have now said the MDC Alliance is a political party. One judgment has said the MDC Alliance is not a juristic person. And this judge, what he did is he dealt with all the three judgments and he suggested that any case to do with this situation in the MDC must be dealt with at a higher court. He in fact referred them to the Constitutional Court to deal with this matter. This is basically what he said. But since I'm not a lawyer, I'll give you the full judgment. If you want to read it, you can WhatsApp me and you can also get a copy. And I would like to thank Opo Chingono, who posted this judgment on a platform on where we got this judgment. So thank you very much, Opo. And we want to give this information to as many people as possible. The MDC Alliance is a political party, and this case that the judge was dealing with was brought by Tabita Kumalo and Lillian Timvias. They were saying Douglas Ngonzora, Thokozani Kupe, MDCT should not be allowed to replace them after they were recalled because they were not the people that put them in parliament. So the judge agreed with them, although the judge slammed Lillian Timvias for trying to put into the founding affidavit a lot of irrelevant things. So she basically said, or he basically said, Lillian Timvias was being emotional, and we know how that is. So let me start by showing you. I want to give you the key facts, so then I'll send you the judgment if you want it. This case was brought on the 26th and 28th of May, and then it was also heard on the 1st and 8th of June. It was an agent chamber application. The MDC guys did a lot of good work. So the judge went through all Maduku's points why he tried to dismiss this application on the technicalities. And one by one, Maduku's points fell away. So this is a good job done by the lawyer. And the lawyer is C. Kwaramba and A. Muchadem Hama. Those are the guys who were representing, Lillian Timvias and Tabita Kumalo. The respondents were 5. Thokozani Kupe, MDC Changirai, Douglas Ngonzora, Speaker of the National Assembly, President of the Senate, Chairman of ZEC. But they abandoned the Chairman of ZEC because the Chairman of ZEC said whatever is decided in court, we'll do that. Now, before I go further, I just want to say to my friends in the MDC, if someone is a judge and they don't judge what you like, don't insult them and say they are captured. And then when they make a judgment that you like, don't say they're good. The MDC has a lot to learn from this judge. What this judge basically said is that there is what I call problems in the MDC. and these problems are well known. So he took into consideration when he was making this judgment, and he was very, very fair. So the representative for the respondents was Elma Duku, and then for the first and second respondent was Chatsanga, and then for the other guys was Demo and Tundu. So the arguments, very, very interesting. Basically, what is going to happen is that there are other cases that have been brought to see if Douglas Ngonzora, Thokozani Kupe, and the MDC can recall someone who was elected under the MDC alliance. The judge is saying, although Maduku is saying the Supreme Court ruled and dissolved everything that happened between the elections or the death of Tsvangirai in 2014. However, they have not proven how someone who went into parliament as MDC alliance can be anything else. How someone was registered at ZEC as MDC alliance, how do they then change to become MDCT according to the Electoral Act? This has not been proven. They can say someone is part of an alliance, but according to the Electoral Act, there is no alliance. So that's basically what this judge is saying. And I find it very, very interesting, very well reasoned. This judge is very, very smart. So I like him. What I am going to do, because I'm not a lawyer, I'm going to ask my friends who know law to come and give us more interpretation of what this means. Why are the three courts saying different things about the same matter, whether MDC alliance is a political party or not? Also, there was an issue that was very important to raise. The judge said the MDC alliance was not before the court. So you can see that the MDC alliance is not before the court. So whoever did this was very smart. They did not put the MDC alliance into this application because they knew what was going to happen. If the MDC alliance had been part of this application, it was going to be a different matter altogether. So let's see what happens when the full case is ahead. And then I also want to mention that there was an interesting reference made in this case. And the reference was to the case of Shandeo Mteswa when she was fighting for custody with her husband or ex-husband. That case is also, it made its way into this judgment. Yeah, so that is Frank Buyanga and Shandeo Mteswa. Their case made it into this case. It was actually referred into when it comes to whether the applicants were honest when they went to the judge. They present all the facts of the case. So I found that very, very interesting. So please have a look at this judgment. This is a judgment with far-reaching implications, and we have not seen the end of the fights in the MDC alliance, MDCT, the recalls, Douglas Ngonzora, Nelson Chamisa. This is going to be a drama for a long time to come. And I have a feeling that some people are going to end up with a lot of egg on their face. So this is the situation as it stands right now. If Tabitha Kumalo and Lillian Timvias win this case, it means that they will be reinstated. It means Charlton Wende will be reinstated. It means Tsehami will be reinstated. These guys will be back to their seats. This will be very interesting if that happens, because the courts will be arguing with each other and the High Court will be arguing with its own judgment. Because remember, the first judgment that was appealed in the Supreme Court was made by the High Court in Harare. So this is very interesting. And the judge in this case is called Mafurise J. That is the judge in this case, and the judgment was laid down today. So it was published today. This is when this judgment came out. Right, I don't want to say a lot more. I'm not a lawyer. I'll have to ask people who know more about law. But what I can say is that the judge said the MDC Alliance is a political party. The respondents and their lawyer Maduku have failed to show how the MDC Alliance stopped being a political party that sent people to parliament. And he said most of what they're saying is a matter of interpretation of the Supreme Court ruling. Very, very interesting. And thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on WhatsApp, send it to as many people as possible. If you want a copy of the judgment, please WhatsApp me. I'll send it to you. If you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, please like, comment, and share.